2004, she was conducting door-to-door market research surveys. She was just doing her job, going from house to house, knocking on doors. That was the last day she was ever seen. Since that day, my life will never be the same. I never realized that someone's life could change so drastically and permanently with no notice whatsoever. And as the saying goes, I became a member of a club which I never intended on joining. That club consists of people who had a loved one go missing. I believe that God has given me the inner strength to face reality. I chose to be proactive instead of crawling into my shell. I chose to focus all day, every day, on the search for my mother. With the help of friends, family, the community, the media, and so many wonderful groups such as the Q Center, I was able to get my mother's story out there in the public eye any and every way I could. And as many of us here tonight, I said, I will never give up. As the days went by, and the weeks went by, and then the months, I remained dedicated. Even though I knew the odds were against my mother ever coming home, I continued to believe that she would. It was those thoughts that kept me going. In October, when my mother's body was found, people told me that was closure. That was not closure. There will never be closure. As I've always said, this will be part of the rest of my life, no matter what happens, and it will be. This will be my 4th year attending the Q Center's vigil, but I never thought I would see my mother's picture among those who are no longer missing. And now I realize I will never again see her smiling face. I will never again hear her cheerful laughter. I will never again fall for her silly pranks. And I will never again see her stop and smell the roses, as she so often did, literally. But I will always remember the times we laughed together. I will always remember her telling me how much she loved me. I will always remember how she adored her dogs like they were her children. I will always remember how she would find the good in people, no matter what.